Hey everybody, it's Blast338 coming at you this beautiful Monday evening with Talking D&D, or Playing D&D actually. I keep forgetting we changed the names, right? Since we're not really talking about D&D too much, we're playing D&D. But as usual for tonight, we are being joined by Mr. Faust. Give me 1 second here. It seems that OBS is having a problem. Alrighty, we are joined by Mr. Faust. Hey, Mr. Faust, how you doing?
Come on, Blast, doing pretty well.
All right, we have Siberian Tiger on the line. Tiger, thank you for joining. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Your favorite, my favorite. Gotta love him. I have to love him. Little Pooper, how you doing, Little Pooper?
Hello.
How was school today?
Eh.
Yeah. And then we have a new guy tonight. You know him from way back in the day. Typort. Hey, Typort, how are you?
Yeah, doing good, man. Excited to join.
I'm glad to have you. Really am. All right, well, let's go ahead and get rid of this music here. We got to have our medieval affair there. So, does anybody care to that like thing
Do a
you
recap.
do? Recap. Thank you. I got home like literally 10 minutes ago. So
I wasn't present, so I can't put any input in it.
I'm
also not in the party yet, so I don't have a recap.
Little Pooper or Mr.
So-
Faust?
Sure. We ended on a cliffhanger a couple weekends ago with Velix being pounded into the ground and knocked unconscious. And that's how we picked up the last session. The Shield Guardian healed them both and explained that there was a dragon loose in the city. Now, most of the city had been evacuated, so the only people really left were bandits and looters. So we went after the dragon first and somehow easily dispatched it. And then turned our attention towards the bandits, specifically the bandit leader. And I think there were a lot of morale checks that were going on.
Yes, there was, because when you turn one of them into Baloney Mist number 1, 34 points of damage to a creature that only has 11. Yeah.
It was a little excessive, yes.
Oh, but it's so much fun, isn't it?
It really is. I miss this sometimes.
Just being able to be just absolutely psychotic sometimes is a wonderful thing. But yeah, no, you guys legitimately defeated that dragon. The bandit captain kind of wanted to see what was going on. Obviously somebody who's foolish enough to try to fight a red dragon is a person that's going to bring some type of interest to. So he came over to take a look, tripped and fell, rolled a 1 on his stealth check, if I remember correctly, and proceeded to run away. You chased after him. He threw a couple of daggers at you and missed. And then kind of like got the rest of his guys to sort of try to ambush you. You very quickly dispatched everybody. And as 3 of the bandits try to run away, they ran into the giant spider that you rode into the town or the city or whatever you want to call this. The one that's on the screen now has been webbed. He is completely restrained. The spider is about to eat him. The other one that was beside him has been eaten, and a third guy ran away. He got away before you guys got there.
More like liquefied.
Yeah, well, I mean, you see the body of one laying there completely like drained of all fluids. And yeah, the one bandit is completely webbed right now and cannot break free of the webbing. He doesn't have a high enough strength, even if it tried. So at this point, yeah, you run up, and that's kind of where we're going. So what is it you do? Do you let the spider do its thing? Do you try to interrogate? Do you take mercy on him and set him free?
No, we're not
Dinner.
supposed to.
Dinner.
I don't know. I'm gonna I'm gonna stop the spider and then I'm gonna start interrogating.
Okay.
Cool.
Or interrogation.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it with advantage.
What is it?
Intimidation.
Yeah,
No,
intimidation
no. What
or
is the what's
charisma.
the Well,
Okay, what are you asking him?
where did you come from?
Uh, 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 the guild.
Why did you come here?
The city's empty. It's free pickings.
Okay. Not free pickings. People own these properties.
I definitely see the error of my ways now.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
I'm going to roll a deception for him. All right, I just rolled a 1 for deception. So he's like, yes, I totally learned the error of my ways.
You should let me go.
I will never do it again.
I'm gonna have the spider eat him now.
All right, what are you doing, Mr. Faust?
Actually, can die.
He's watching very, very closely
Okay, well,
to how Little Pooper's character is handling himself.
Little Pooper just said he's going to feed the bandit to the spider.
Excuse me, darling.
What?
Perhaps we're overreacting a little bit.
Oh, but they were just trying to steal from the innocent people.
They were stealing from innocent people, but they were harming no one. To have him eaten over it is a bit excessive.
Yeah. Listen to her with the shield. The bandit chimes up.
You shut up.
Yeah.
So what do you say? I mean, you can always do something like break one of his hands to show him the error of his ways.
We'll have him eaten and feed the spider.
Hmm? Can you repeat that?
We'll have him eaten, feed the spider.
The spider already ate. It doesn't need any more.
Hey, no. Shh.
He has a point, though.
We cut him up into little pieces. I'm just kidding.
No.
Are you-
Don't do that. Don't do that. Look. I'm really sorry. I mean, this. I'm telling you, I'm never going to do this again. Actually, you know what? I can do it this way. Deception. Just rolled a 10. So yeah, you can definitely tell he's going to do it again, but like he does not want to be eaten.
Break both of his hands.
Oh, come on, man. Don't do that.
No, we're gonna do something more brutal. He tried stealing and his people got off.
Let him fight for his freedom.
I can't fight you. I mean, you turned two of my friends into mist. Like, come on, man. I'm just.
I didn't say
Look.
I'd be the one fighting you.
I can't fight this creature either. What?
I'm giving you a sporting chance. That's more than you deserve.
Look, I'll give the stuff back. I just can't quite reach my pockets right now. You have everything else.
We're letting this guy alive for too long. He's getting more scared by the second.
Roll
just more brutal than
another intimidation check if you
Okay, bet.
again do it with advantage because
Because the spider's helping.
exactly
5, 6.
he's not
6, 7,
intimidated by
8.
you. I don't know. Maybe he is. That's going to be a. I guess that'll be against what, perception, right?
Insight.
Or insight. Yeah, he's not intimidated. Not by the fairy, at least.
What do we do now?
Mr. Faust, if you'd like to roll an intimidation.
Yeah, sure.
Does anybody have heat metal?
Well, he only has leather armor on.
Yeah. Who said I'm gonna cast it on his own?
Why don't you scare him and cutting his hands off?
See, that's no. I don't cut people's hands off. I kill people or I brutally torture people.
That's what they do in the olden times.
Oh, I can cast fire stuff. I can cast some fire stuff sometimes.
And he is wrapped in webbing.
In its leather armor. Doesn't that burn?
What?
No, I
No.
can't. Wait, I got faith.
You
I got
can't heat
faith.
metal on leather armor.
No, but you can the piercings he has.
Mm-mm.
And Blast, I got a 23 for intimidation.
Oh yeah, he's scared shitless of you. Yeah, he got a 13 for his intimidation or for his insight.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you can see the back of his pants, he is literally
Give him a
soiled.
10-second head start, then send a spider after him.
What should we do? Should we cut his hands off? Cut him up in little pieces? Do we kill
Look,
him?
I'll tell you anything you want to know. Just please don't cut my hands off.
Cut your hands off. That sounds fun.
Oh no.
Let's cut your hands off. Let's cut your feet off.
Darling,
Last and final touches.
we don't do what's fun. We do it as necessary.
Bro.
Look, man, I'm just trying to get by.
You just started stealing from these innocent people.
It's all I know how to do to make a living. I don't have
Okay.
any real skills. I mean, the town's empty.
It doesn't matter.
These people really don't have anything of value, anyways. A couple of candlesticks, and
Who said they
know,
were not poor?
lucky if they have a couple of copper rings, you know?
See, you knew that stuff, so that means you stole that stuff before.
Yeah, no, he's completely lying again. You know it. I just rolled another 1 for his deception.
All right, this is becoming mundane. We'll say we just let the spider have him already. I've grown tired
Exactly. I
of
already
this.
tried this.
At least give him a 10-second head start.
No, the 10 seconds is he's gonna kill the spider.
I'm not going to kill the spider. Let me go. Let me go, and I'll owe you a favor. Anything you want. Information. Hell, I'll even tell you where the guild is. There's some good stuff
Ooh.
at the guild. Oh yeah, there's some good stuff.
You
Who
said
is
a
this
favor.
What?
You said a favor.
Yeah. Anything you want, other than fighting this thing. And he kind of nudges his head towards the spider, which he's still keeping a really close eye on. Like he's trying to watch you and the spider at the same time. But because you're standing at 90 degrees to each other, it's really hard to do when you're wrapped up tight.
I want you to act as an informant for us in the city.
All right. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that.
He's not gonna do it.
Roll an insight.
And you'll tell us where the guild is.
Oh.
Yeah. Roll an insight.
He's not gonna
19.
check information.
Okay. Oh yeah, you know he's lying. He's just saying what he needs to say to get out of this. I rolled a 2 on my deception.
You rolled a 2?
Yeah, I don't know why it's rolling with advantage, but
She's going to sigh, look at him, and start walking away.
this mean you're letting me go? He kind of says with a little bit of a an uptick, like, "Hey, this is a good thing, right?"
She says nothing.
Even I know what that meant.
All right. So you're walking away. You just walking your normal speed, which
Yeah, normal speed.
are you heading towards the spider or are you walking like back down the alleyway? Here, I'll send you a picture so you kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
There we go. Picture sent.
Ooh.
So what will they do? Will they feed the bandit to the spider? Will they let him go? Did you get the picture?
Just checking the photo here.
Yeah, no worries.
Damn, that spider is huge.
It's a giant spider.
Fuck, I had no idea they were that big. Okay.
It's not to scale.
Um,
They're a large creature.
Gotcha. Okay. Because a huge spider would be absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, it's a large creature.
She's going to
Also-
start walking.
Okay, you're walking where?
She's going to turn her back to the bandit
Okay.
and start walking away towards Little Pooper.
Okay, are you heading towards the cart or are you going the opposite way towards the vegetables?
Towards the cart.
Okay, so you're going to come around, I guess, the east side of the building then.
Yes.
What are you doing, Little Pooper?
I don't know. I'm gonna get a little closer to the bandit. I'm gonna go right where
Okay.
Mr. Faust's character was.
You're going to let me go, right? I mean, I promised I'll be your informant.
I don't know what she's doing.
I'll show you where the guild is. You know, I'll
But she
give
made
back
a
all the
bad
I'll give
decision.
back all the stuff. I mean,
You did a bad decision.
right. And so, you know, two wrongs don't necessarily make a right.
No, they don't. But stealing is two wrongs. That equals a right, right?
Uh, I mean, whatever you say.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the boss.
The right would be punishing you.
Um, look, man, if they find out that I showed you where the guild is, or I told you where the guild is, or even was
How
an
about you?
informant,
How about you tell me? How about you tell me where the guild is? Your best words. Tell me where the guild is.
I can't really.
No. Tell me where the guild is. I'm not falling for that. Tell me where the guild is.
I can't really tell you. I have to kind of
No,
show you.
no, we're not doing that route. You gotta tell me.
All right, roll an intimidation check.
Advantage.
Yes.
Uh-huh. 19.
19. Okay. Ooh. You know he's lying to you when he says that he can't tell you where the guild is. He has to show you where the guild is.
Yeah. You're gonna show me where the guild is, right?
Yeah, of course I'm going to show you.
No. I already said we're not doing this route. Tell me where the guild is.
All right. Yeah, you see the bridge over there?
Huh?
And he kind of like nudges his head in the direction of the bridge over here.
Okay.
If you head down there, go across the bridge and get into the underneath, follow that south for a little ways. There's a couple of loose stones on your left. About 500, 600 steps. It's marked.
Okay.
It's marked by a box. It's very unassuming because there's a lot of boxes down there. It's a shipping way. But yeah,
Okay.
there's some loose stones. If you push the third stone in from the bottom on the left-hand side, just after the box, the door will open, and that'll take you to the guild. But be careful, there's traps. There's a trap. There's a collapse trap right as you enter in. So you have to jump over the first the first 2 feet, and then after that, don't touch the right hand wall. There's a button on the left. It blends in. If you just run your hand, I guess for you it'll be just about head level. You'll run into a button. If you press the button, it'll disable the trap for that. But be quick because it auto resets.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to my companion real quick.
Go ahead and
I'm gonna try to walk back.
roll an insight check.
17. What's insight?
It's okay. He wasn't telling you exactly the truth.
Come on, I wanna try to keep you alive. Tell me the truth.
Man, come on, if I tell you the truth, they're gonna kill me. So I'm dead either way.
If you don't tell it, you're already dead.
Look, I already said I'll be an informant, okay? I can't
Yeah.
really show you where the guild is. Like they'll have my head for that.
And
I
we'll
mean, it's
have
one thing to
the
be a snitch. It's a
spider
whole
will
other.
have your head. You want a quick and easy death, or do you want a torturous, like eaten alive death?
All right. The trap isn't right through the door. You walk in 5 feet and then you jump over the pit.
Okay.
And the button is still where I said it's at.
Okay.
And that time he's actually telling the
Mm.
truth.
Okay. That means actually telling the truth.
Roll
Okay.
an insight.
I'm gonna actually. 14. What's insight?
Insight. Is that intelligence?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay.
16.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go speak to my companion. Do. Okay. I'm gonna walk to the opposite direction. So like, if she did get to there, I would stop her just brief.
She's just leaning against a crate of vegetables.
I managed to get him to tell us where. What was the place called?
The
The
guild.
Thieves Guild.
Yeah, I managed to get him to tell us where it is. I say because we're nice, we have him. We do let him free.
If that's your decision.
Roll a perception check. Okay.
25.
25?
Yeah.
You hear very fast footsteps.
Both of us.
Nope.
But
She's
if
going
we,
to chase them and yell out for Little Pooper's character to fly up.
okay, I'm still flying up.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a I guess investigate. Yep, you don't
What's
see him.
investigation?
Intelligence.
I got a 20.
Where is he?
Well, I assume you're running north.
Yeah, if that was the direction that the footsteps came from.
Well, you heard footsteps. You could assume it's him because it kind of came from where he was at.
Yeah.
But by the time you come around the building, he's long gone. He finally made a strength save.
Okay.
He was just waiting for little Pooper to go away so he can slip his bonds. Alrighty. So what are you guys doing now?
Well, we know where the guild is, and we're gonna let him free anyways.
Do you know where the guild is?
A little bit.
He was telling the truth
Um,
about where the trap is. That he confessed to.
well, it's not going to do us any good right now.
Now you guys are hurting pretty bad, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I say we make it back to town where Tiger went. And have a long rest.
Is that what you guys are going to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just swap the maps here.
I should have just killed him.
Alrighty.
I was just thinking about it. My nice got in me and was like, I'm gonna be nice.
All right, so you make it back. You make it back to Mary Beth's.
Mhm.
Good.
As you get there, nightfall's starting to come, and you don't want to be in the forest at night. Are you taking your normal tables?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You sit down. Where are you? Oh, I'm on. So you guys take your normal table. Oh, Spider's outside in the. I'm assuming you took the spider and put him with the other bugs they're using.
In the
And-
spider stable.
Yep, the spider stable. Thank you. And you actually see Tiger there. He's also sitting at your normal table. And
Wait, what was Tiger doing?
he was making sure the lady and her child got back to town.
Okay.
But he ran into we'll just say he ran into a supply convoy, and they said they'd be fine taking her back to the city. And she knew who the people were, so it's not like the shady, like she's gonna get kidnapped again or anything.
Right. Secretly pirates.
Exactly, they're not into human trading. Typeport, are you
Yo.
Typeport or you?
I'm Typort.
Okay, what character name would you like, or do you just want to be Typeport?
Oh, I'm Elric.
Okay.
I have a character on my Roll20 thing.
Yeah, but it's just labeled as Typeport.
Oh, on mine it says Elric Oakhart.
Okay. No worries.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one says delete because I didn't know how to delete it.
Oh. Oops. Okay.
Yeah, there should be one that says
Delete
Elric.
character. Elric.
At least I see them on my screen. I'm not a Roll20 veteran.
Is he at the bottom here, maybe?
Mhm.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, I see the one that's labeled delete. Oops, I think I just deleted you.
I don't know.
Oh, I think I just deleted you.
Do I need to refresh my screen or something? Because I'm still seeing it.
Oh,
Brother.
Oakheart?
Yeah, Oakheart.
Oh, okay, there you are. Okay.
Yeah, I'm right there.
All right, there we go.
Hey, that's me.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. All right, so are you familiar with Mary Beth's? I know you've been listening or been part of the chat.
I've been listening while I was delivering pizzas, so I didn't catch all of it.
Okay.
But she's the one that doesn't she have a pocket dimension and like collect people as like NPCs in her bar?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, the one I called a hag.
Yes. Yes.
I might know her.
I dare you to say that to her face.
I said it in the YouTube chat. That's different.
But yeah, she has every bit of food and drink you could ever want or imagine. It is, if you ever seen the show like Warehouse 13?
Yes,
Or
I have.
Doctor Who.
Warehouse
What's that?
13 and Eureka and all that. Yep.
Exactly.
Or Doctor Who.
It's the, think of her tavern as like the cafe in Eureka. Like
Gotcha.
anything you could possibly want, she has. But
Cool.
she has like an infinite amount of goblins in like another pocket dimension that is cooking the
Right.
food for her. So like whenever you
Ooh.
order something, she goes back and she's literally back out within like 30 seconds.
Right. Star Trek technology.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh. I thought it sounded good to eat too.
So as you guys are sitting there eating, drinking, you're filling Tiger's character in on what happened in the city. You see another gentleman sitting off in one of the tables, also enjoying some drink and food. Typeport, you see 3 adventurers, a satyr, a gnome, and a fairy. The satyr and the fairy look fairly beaten up. You can tell they've been through some stuff. You're pretty much in good health there, right, Tiger?
Let me check my stats here.
About to say you didn't get into the fight, so you didn't take any damage.
No, I'm still at full HP.
Okay. But yeah, the 2 people that he's eating with are not looking so
Messed
hot.
up. Gotcha. Would my character be familiar enough with Mary Beth to know that all these people are like holograms or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, you come and go, as you're going between the cities and the towns and stuff like that.
Right.
You saw their holograms. You also saw them walk through the door. So know the people that are sitting there are actually real people, but you came in before they were there.
Right. So I saw the fake them, and then when they came in, they kind of took their place.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Am I supposed to be able to like move my token, by the way?
Yes, you are supposed to be able to. So let me.
I think I can
what
grab
I need
it.
to do, controlled by Typeport. Save settings. There you should.
Hey, now I can move it. Yeah.
There he goes. Yeah,
I was like, I can't click on it.
I made you a drawing, so now you can move it anywhere you want. I don't stick with the grid of everything.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I like that too. So like, I want to sit on this stool.
Right, exactly.
Okay. Well, if I see people that I think are actual people and they are in need of healing, I think I would stand up, carry my plate with my crumble cakes on it, and I would approach them.
All right. Go ahead and describe what your character looks like, and you guys can talk amongst yourselves.
All right. My guy is a half elf, so I'm taller than all of you. Let's see. There we go. He's got dark black hair, tan skin, 5'6". He's wearing scale mail as well as his traveling clothes. He's got a scimitar on one side, and he's holding a shield. And he has an amulet with the picture of the sun on it, which, if any of you are religious, might know that that's Pelor.
Out of light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he would approach and say,
Tiger, you would know
Uh,
this because your cult also worships Palor.
"Oh, do you have any symbols or anything that I would recognize, or are you a secret Pelorian? Pelorite? I don't
I'm
know what
not
they
sure
are."
if I have one or not, to be honest.
That's up to
Okay.
you. I don't know if you're using a shield or not, but I would imagine if you'd had a wooden shield, you would have the symbol on your shield. You probably do have some type of a pendant, whether you wear it outwards or tuck it into your clothing is completely
Oh, I do
up to
have a
you.
holy symbol.
Right, and you recognize because you both worship the same god. The cult that you belong to is also worshipped by Palor. Or you know what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you see, like I said, that my guy walk up to you, and he has a Pelor amulet. And he's holding his plate, and before he sets it down, just assuming, he would say, "Hail, friends! Mind if I join you?"
Oh, goodness. Certainly. I don't have a problem with it.
Whoop! Didn't mean to ping that. All right. So yeah, he would sit down, and he would say, may this nourishment strengthen us, that we may serve the light in all we do. My name's Aelric, and who might you be?"
Which one is he talking to first?
The table. It's like when you sit down at a group of people and you just say a blanket statement to whoever wants to answer.
Yeah.
No, nobody says anything.
I don't know. Is Lou Pooper still here? He's been quiet.
Yeah,
Fall asleep, little pooper.
I'm here.
Yeah, sorry, Blast. Nobody wants to talk to my guy.
They're really friendly.
Well,
I was just waiting for everyone else. So here we go.
My name's
I'm
Lee.
on. Right, Lee.
Well met, Lee.
And you can call me Felix.
Felix. All right. And
Yeah,
you? And he nods to the gnome.
you can call me Dragonheart.
Dragonheart. Interesting.
I speak Draconic too.
Okay. I do not. You fellas look like you've seen better days. Are you in need of healing?
Oh, that would be absolutely delightful.
Alrighty. I will go ahead and cast some spells then. Let me just double check which healing spells I have. Yeah, I'll just do a healing word. Go click on the spells. And if I click this, it should work. Ah, there it goes. It just was delayed. So I heal, I guess Velix for 9.
Solid.
And then I will cast another one.
Oh, we just do max heals.
Oh, well, never mind then. I don't heal you for 9. I heal you for 12.
No, I mean their max HP being restored.
Gotcha. Well, I heal you for that. So what brings you you folks here?
Honestly, I'm not even sure anymore. We keep falling into troubles.
What sort of trouble?
Well, where to begin?
I'll start with that damn cat.
No, didn't.
No?
It started with Mary
Nope.
Beth in the Druid.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it all started with the druid.
Why didn't we go back to the town?
What's that?
Why didn't we go back to the town? We stood heal.
Because when you got here, it was nighttime, and you don't want to. You don't want to be in the forest at night.
Ooh. Don't mind me.
I think I want.
Okay, so you guys tell me it started with a druid or something?
Started with the Druid, then the cat, then it was. Then it was this like. Then it was these like trolls. That's how we met him, and I pointed out the gnome.
That it was trolls?
Yeah.
They weren't called trolls. I can't remember their names.
Yeah. Oh, kobolds.
Yeah,
Kobolds.
that it is. Trouble.
Kobolds?
Kobolds. Yeah.
Mhm.
Kobolds are much shorter than trolls.
He likes to embellish.
Ah,
And then it was.
a fairy bard. I see.
And he's very reckless.
Not
And you
reckless.
entertain everything every single
And
time.
don't get her mad.
Well, I try not to get anybody mad.
Don't worry, dear. I don't get mad.
Right. Went to bloodshed a while back.
I prefer to do things efficiently, is all.
And then
Well, if you-
after the kobolds, I don't remember. I don't know why we stood here.
Oh, there was the necromancer.
Oh yeah, and then it was
The witch.
the witch, and then it was
And we're facing
now.
the other guy. The one that couldn't be damaged.
Oh yeah, that one guy that couldn't be damaged that called me weak, and then died. Oh yeah, we forgot to bring him back up to life. Whoopsies.
He didn't
And
die.
then where is he?
He went to get his people back to let them know they can come out of the bunkers.
Yep.
Oh. He went to get his people back to come out of the bunkers, and then we had a dragon, and now we're here.
Dragon.
I was
Yeah.
mad because I wanted to tame
Oh,
that
and then
dragon.
those bandits. Then we had bandits, and then then we can't heal because lots of other stuff.
Okay.
Lots of little details.
Elric seems like impressed by all your stories. And he says, you guys are a proper adventuring party here. I happen to be on a quest myself. If you'd like to add one to the roster, I could travel with you.
Interesting. What kind of quest?
He holds his amulet, and he says, "I don't know, but the light will show me. I believe that he guides me, and he will illuminate my path. And seems he's brought me here at the same time you guys just got back from a fight. So perhaps he wants me to assist you." I'm here for the greater good, as it were.
Word of advice: don't cast spells in here.
Oh, honey, as long as you're healing and doing good, you're
Yeah, I
always
was like, I
welcome.
literally just did.
You see Mary Beth kind of slide up. She kind of came out of nowhere, which is unusual. Because normally she's very flamboyant and captures the attention of the room no matter where she's at. But she lays down some more refreshments and refreshes your drinks.
Cool.
And what you said before, don't say it to her face.
That was out of character.
Because I am much more powerful than a witch. And she kind of strokes your cheek.
Right. That was Typort that said that, not Elric.
Mary
How
Beth
I know.
raised this
fourth
hag, she
wall.
can hear my out of character guy. But
So
yeah,
are you
were
going to
you,
join
were you
these?
taking a long
rag-
rest, or what's?
Are you going to join this ragtag group?
Yes, I believe I am.
Oh, wonderful. You guys will get along so well.
Elric nods. I think so.
Alrighty, well, here's your keys. But no
Alright.
rush. Take your fill, drink your drinks, tell your stories. Your rooms are waiting.
Thank you.
And she goes around with her normal, happy, bubbly, serving all of her hologram customers.
Dang, I forgot to order a T-Rex steak.
Do you say that?
Yeah, I said that out loud.
All right. You see her dart into the back, and she comes out with a fairly good sized steak. It's almost half the size of the table. Now you take care with this. It's a little bit hard to get nowadays. And she lays it down. It doesn't smell that good. It's the first thing she's ever brought out of the back room that you were kind of like, ooh, I don't know about this.
I'm gonna take a gamble and eat it.
It's good. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world. It's not like up to her normal standards. But something that's aged millions of years, it's going to have a little bit of game to it.
Ooh.
Elric just keeps eating his crumble cake.
Crumble cake? What's that?
Have you never had it? My mom used to make it back before I left home.
And hers is
Um,
exactly like your mother's.
Yeah. It's a moist loaf made from nuts, chickpea mash, chopped roots, and greens. Turkey and woodfowl scraps all baked together. And my mom used to put some nutmeg in it. And anytime I can get some, I try to. Makes me feel like home, you know? He offers you some.
Thanks. I gotta have my hands full with this big steak. I'll just put this in my bag.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's just like I said, it reminds me of home.
I assume you're eating the forever stew, little pooper.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, you guys eat, you drink, you tell some
Mhm.
stories, you get familiar with each other. Obviously, you bond a little bit harder with Tiger's character because of worshiping the
The
same
religious
god.
connection, yeah.
Exactly. But the evening grows long and it's time for bed.
Mhm.
So I assume that
Alright.
you're doffing your armor and
Yeah, I
sticking it-
would.
Okay.
No,
Mhm.
we're sleeping it.
Yeah.
No, I'm
don't-
just joking.
So yeah, you put your armor in the cabinet, do your nightly rituals, whatever you need to do, and you go to bed. And it's an actual bed, like a modern day bed, which you don't get anywhere else. In fact, you don't even know what materials this thing is made out of. It's foreign. But yeah, you wake up the next morning. You get your armor out of your lockers. It's polished. It's clean. Any tears or rips that are in it have been mended. In fact, you can't even tell where it's been torn at.
Right.
Any scuffs in the armor have been buffed out completely. Good night, creepy bear that talks to me. No. Forever Stew is actually a real thing they used to do. In fact, there's some places that still do it, mostly over in like Asia, China. I know sometimes in the Philippines, where they just keep adding to it. Whether it's fish balls or some type of beef or pork. In fact, there's one restaurant that does, I think it's pho. They've been using the same soup base for like the last 60, 70 years, something like that. I forget exactly what it was. I was watching Strictly Dumpling. He was talking about it. Great channel if you ever get the chance to watch. He does like buffets and street food and stuff like that all over the world. And yeah, as you can see in the middle of the room here, it's just a giant pot of stew, and she'll take scraps and stuff like that. Occasionally, you'll see her throw things into the pot and then stir them in.
Mhm. Nice.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, stone soup is a great analogy there. And you're right. Yeah, you do it with starters. Mostly sourdough is a very famous one. That type of stuff. But it's
Alrighty.
usually whatever scraps you have left over, whether they're vegetables, beef, chicken, pork, that type of thing. But yeah, you guys, I assume you're donning your armors and
Mhm.
maybe refreshing yourselves with a bath, that type of thing.
Right.
And then you come down for breakfast. And yeah, the place is absolutely busy because it's always busy.
Right.
She comes over, hands you your, traditional bacon, eggs, toast, and asks if there's anything else she can get you.
Yeah, Elric will say, if it wouldn't be too much of an issue, a small piece of crumble cake just for the road. I'll put it in my pack.
Oh, of course, Hutton. And for the rest of you.
I'm full from that T-Rex steak.
Still full from last night.
Yeah, it's not their most popular item on the menu. But I was impressed at how much you ate. Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Oh God.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Of course you.
Uh-huh.
It
What's the
couldn't
D100
be.
supposed to do?
Then who? You'll find out. Just roll a D100.
Oh Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Ouch.
99?
Yeah.
You ate all but like 2 bites. It was the percentage of the steak that you ate.
Oh,
Yeah, no wonder you're full. That steak was half the size of the table.
and it's
And
way
you're a
bigger than
gnome.
me.
Yeah.
Good Lord. You're going to
He's
blow
walking
that
out
out?
of the bedroom with his dad bod.
They rolled you down the stairs. I don't know where you put it all. So then I just guess your normal packed lunches then.
Yep, that'll be great.
Wonderful. She sprints to the back and comes back out, and this time she has 4 paper bags, just all rolled up and folded, just like you get when you were little. And she lays one down in front of each one of you. Ooh, should I answer the spam risk? Alrighty. Well, don't eat too fast.
All right.
And until we meet again.
So yeah, Elric stands up and looks at his new friends and says, "So, where exactly are we headed?"
Well, you guys want to film as well?
Vin asked, does he win a free t-shirt for eating the T-Rex steak? No, he didn't actually finish it. So he doesn't get the free t-shirt. But he did get the room for free. 99. Could have asked for a better roll if I said it. That's awesome. All right, so you guys leave. Let me change the map here.
Really?
There we go.
It seemed fitting.
I ate 99% of this T-Rex steak and all I got was this lousy diarrhea. Alrighty. So yeah, I guess you guys go and pick up your spiders. And
Oh. Come on, move out of the way. There you go.
All right, so I'm gonna put your character over here if you want to just use your spider tiger.
Yep.
Is that a steampunk spider?
It's just a really ornate spider.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it looks. It was the first spider I talked to tame it.
Right.
The other one just followed suit with this one, so I don't know.
Well, they were both up in the trees watching you. They were a gift from the druid.
Right.
It's kind of what you were able to discern.
So this was us walking from there all the way to this other town?
No, this is just outside of Mary Beth's.
Just outside. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is the town. This is the tavern right here that
Mary
you're
Beth.
kind of standing in front of. So you
Gotcha.
do have a blacksmith back here. You have your farms, the stables.
All right.
They have a windmill to process the grain and stuff like that.
A tiny forest so you can feel like a giant.
Yeah, I mean there's some crops and stuff like that as well there. But you could tell instead of using your normal horses and oxen, they seem to use insects. Centipedes, spiders, things of that nature to get rid of pests. They're really good at that. Helping to plow fields. Even
Gotcha.
even like you notice like some of the curtains and stuff are made of like spider silk. And this is
Nice.
all because they agreed to live in harmony with the forest, with the druids like supervision type of thing, which is kind of the deal that the group has bartered with, with between the town and the druid. So the
All
druid
right.
goes through, she'll mark trees and stuff that are diseased and need to be cut down, and she'll provide them with things that they need. She helps with their crops, that type of stuff. So
Okay.
it's really becoming a more symbiotic relationship between the forest and the town itself, which is
Right.
really
More
neat.
druidy. Yeah.
Exactly.
Gotcha. All right. So Elric would look at whoever is closest and say, so where are we traveling to? How far away until you expect trouble?
Trouble usually finds us.
Okay. As soon as you say that, I'm going to go ahead and cast Aid. And then I can choose up to 3 creatures within range. And we all get 5 more hit points max. So I will do... I'll do all 3 of you and not myself.
All right. So you get 5 temporary hit points.
No, it increases your max by 5 and heals you for 5. So, like, if you had 40, your new max is 45, and you currently have 45.
How long does that last for?
8 hours, I think. Yeah, 8
Okay.
hours.
All right. That
Should last for most of the day.
Okay. Well, it's going to take about 8 hours to get back to their town, to
That's
their
fine.
village.
They said trouble finds them, so I'm just being prepared.
All right. So, sorry, I gotta.
Cycle through the maps.
Yep.
I'm on a tree.
Look at me, I'm on a tree. All right.
Ooh,
as
I can
soon as-
rotate it too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh yeah, over here. Look at that. All right, share the road.
It's only fitting they're facing the right direction.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Well, the spiders have a walking speed of 30 feet.
Hey, so do I.
What's that?
I said, hey, so do I.
Yep. So I mean, you're able to keep pace with them.
Yeah, I didn't ask for my own spider.
I just fly.
Yeah, little pooper just flies.
Until I web you down.
Right. And just so I'm picturing this right, how tall is this fairy? Like inches tall, a foot?
I think they're about a foot tall.
Little pooper, that's a question for you. It's your character.
He fell asleep. It's past his bedtime.
Oh, my mic was muted.
Because you were snoring. No, I'm just.
No.
But how tall are you?
Where was Fairy? Fairy. Okay. I am. Huh? I'm Faye. It just says I'm small. That's all it says.
It says small, not tiny.
Just says small.
Yeah.
Okay. So like halfling or gnome.
Probably.
Okay. So you're a big fairy. Gotcha. And we're walking down this path.
Yep, you are heading down this path. This is like the last leg of the journey.
Okay.
Wait, I get gear enlargement.
You get what?
Feudal enlargement. Well, enlarge / reduce.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if it does the same stuff. Enlarge doubles it.
Yeah, you can go from small to tiny, or from small to medium, or from medium to large.
Yep.
It lasts for a minute.
Art them with steel and extra. Ooh, that's nice.
Quit
Mhm.
giving away the secrets. They don't see them yet. All right. Go ahead and roll perception for me.
Okay.
Wait, is that owl spiders? Hold on. 10 perception.
I got
Has
a
to be
25.
16.
Did I hear 25?
Yep.
Hold on. I need to find mine here.
Well, if you don't see it, I probably do.
Well, you see it and you point them out. They're doing their
Yeah.
best to stay hidden.
I got a 23.
It's okay. Yeah, you see them. You
What are
see a
these,
bunch
gnolls?
of gnolls.
I was guessing by the icon. Okay. Yeah, I would point out, careful, there's gnolls ahead.
Sorry, guys, I got kicked off.
Oh, no worry.
Okay, there's gnolls.
Yeah, there's gnolls up ahead.
Oh, yeah, because trouble always finds us.
And remember, all of you have an extra 5 hit points.
Got it.
I mean, you could count them as temporary hit points if you don't have any other things that give you temporary. Like, that might be easier mechanically, but they're not actually temporary hit points.
So go
Okay.
ahead and roll initiative.
Sure. How far away are they?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
Like,
35,
yeah,
40,
50.
45, 50, 55, 60, about 65 feet. 60, 65.
And how many are there?
1, 2,
At
3,
least
4, 5,
4?
6.
Yeah.
6. Okay.
Yep. There's 4 on the left side of the road, and there's 2 on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
I got a 17.
You got a 17. Oops, I got
a 20.
And turn. Okay, hold on a second here. So you got a 17.
Yeah, it said
Tiger.
you wanted to send the result, but a
you
valid
said you
token
got-
wasn't selected.
You got 20.
Yeah, 20.
All right.
18 plus 2.
Mr. Faust.
I got a 15.
Oh, type word. Also we add proficiency modifier to our initiative as well.
Oh, then I
Oh.
got a 23.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
You got a dirty 20? Okay. And little pooper.
This
He
Max
might be
probably-
muted again.
14.
13.
And yes, my mic was muted again.
Alrighty. And then let me,
Roll for them.
roll for them. Okay. They're going to move as 1.
Okay.
All right. Typort, you were up. You're first.
All right. Let's see. You said they're like 40 feet away.
It's about 60,
50 feet.
65.
Let's see.
They look
All
like they're
right,
holding
I'm gonna
longbows.
I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay.
You said they have longbows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to cast. They're gnolls. Let's go ahead and cast. See what's the range on that? Yeah, let's do Scorching Ray. Why not? Or
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
60 feet. What's the range? All right.
Well,
Yeah. No.
you're-
Let's do this. We'll do Fairy Fire.
You're like
So that's
35
a
feet
20 foot cube. I'm gonna aim for the center to see as many as I can get.
20-foot cube.
20-foot cube, pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could probably get like 4 or so if I go like on the left side, maybe. Yeah, I think 4 is the most I can get.
Yeah, these 3 right here.
Yeah.
10, 15, 20. 10, 15, 20. Yeah, pretty much any way you look at it, the most you're going to hit are these 3, like right here in this kind of area. Like these 2
Yeah.
down here and this guy.
Okay. Yeah, this guy's kind of in the middle. I wasn't sure which square he was on.
Oh, sorry. I'll just put him here. Oh, I can't. Now, remind me,
either way, I'm
this
gonna
is
hit those.
also. This is
Yeah, I'm gonna
not,
hit either those 3 or those 4. They need to make a dex saving throw.
Oops.
DC of 15.
dex saving
Did
throw.
not mean
Mhm.
to do that.
Uh-oh. Tiger, what'd you do?
Actually,
Click on his Fairy Fire button.
11.
No, I clicked the wrong one.
11.
Okay, that one fails.
All of them.
Oh, okay. So yeah, those 3 on the left that are closest to us are covered in glittery lights, and
Mhm.
anybody attacking them has advantage. And they can't
Nice.
hide.
Oh, okay. They don't take any damage?
Nope. It's just a debuff to help my friends.
Okay.
Taking it.
All right. It is your
And
turn,
that's my turn.
Let's see here. Oh, it is actually your turn, Tiger.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do.
All lightning. What are you gonna call it?
Right
Call it Bob.
here. Get all 4 of these. Let's see here. I have to roll for a hit.
It's actually
And-
no. You're not rolling to hit. They got to make a dex save.
Oh, I
And
thought I was
where are you
rolling for
putting
hit.
it?
Yeah, isn't it only 5 feet?
Yeah, it's
Nope,
5
60
feet.
foot.
No, it's
60-foot
the
radius.
it's a
Yeah, the
cylinder
storm
of
cloud
clouds,
is 60 foot.
but the actual lightning bolt only has a 5-foot reach. So, like, if you hit this guy here,
Like, yeah, you could hit
yeah,
both
you
of
can
them.
put it like right here and hit both of those guys. We were doing it wrong before.
I was planning to aim for this tree right here. Take these 2 back 2 out.
Oh, you want to take these 2 back 2 out? Yeah, I'll
Yep.
let you do that. They're catty corner to each other. Sure. All right, so they make a dex save.
Yep, DC 16.
15. They failed.
Ooh.
How much?
3d10.
Oof. Oof. 14.
This is a
Unless, of course,
beautiful
we're
thing.
in a stormy condition already.
What's that?
Oh, if we're in an
14.
active storm, then it does an extra d10.
Right. Or if they casted a higher level spell.
Yeah. 14.
14 points. Okay. Let me get my notepad out here.
And one's a crit, one's not a crit.
They're both crits. One's just a bad crit.
Yeah, you're rolling for damage. It's there's no hit or miss on that.
No, just because he rolled a 1 and a 10.
I know. I see it.
Like I said, I got a crit on both, but one's bad, one's good. I just said it differently.
All right, that hurts. Those two are not looking good.
Alrighty.
Well, that's it for my turn.
Okay, it is their turn. Sorry, I'm writing down all their hit points here. Okay.
Just a heads up, Blast.
Mm-hmm.
The first one that's going to attack me, I'm going to use my warding flare on it.
Okay. Well, they're not going after
I just
you.
assume they're attacking me.
They're going after Tiger because he hit him with a lightning bolt.
Okay.
And since they're using
Gotcha.
longbows, they have 150-foot range.
Okay. I'm fine with him getting attacked.
15 hit you?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my armor class is a 12.
Oof. At least I gave you 5 hit points.
Wait a sec. How is your AC a 12?
That's what I want to know. You made the character.
Aren't you wearing leather armor?
Yeah.
What's your
And my
dex?
armor class is a 12.
What's your dex modifier?
But his dex is plus
A
1.
1.
So that's 13. Are you wearing a shield?
I have no shield.
Oh, you're not using a shield. Oh,
Yeah, so he's just got 13, it looks like.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, basically a 12.
A 10 misses. That misses. That's a critical.
Ouch.
Shit.
And that actually misses. So 1 hit, 1 critical. All right, this ain't the end of the world.
It is. It's always the end of the world.
Is she good at concentration checks?
10 points of damage for the critical hit. And 2 points of damage for the non-critical. So you're taking 12 points of damage altogether. Gonna need to make a constitution save of 12.
At the roll constitution save?
Yep, to maintain concentration on your spell.
Okay. I'm out of practice already.
Well, stop
It's
breaking
been
your
almost-
computer.
It wasn't my fault.
Yeah, did you call them about the warranty on your chip?
No, not
you-
yet.
You got your computer from Best Buy, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd call them and be like, yo, hey, what's
There
up?
we go. 11.
Ooh.
Do you not?
Oh, wait a
Oh, yeah,
second.
you added a 3.
That was a.
Is that a house rule with the DC?
Actually, no, that's rules. If it's 10 or less, it's 10 plus the number. If it's over 10, it's the amount of damage. Isn't it?
I've
is-
always heard it was a DC 10, and if the damage is high enough, then it's half of the damage. So, like, if you did 25, then it would be a 12.
Well, he made it anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah, because if you have to look at each hit individually. So yeah, you definitely made it. So you maintain your concentration. Alrighty, it is your turn, little pooper.
Okay. My mic unmuted?
Your mic
Yeah,
is
you're,
unmuted.
you're not muted.
We heard
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so I'm gonna try hitting. Wait, What am I hitting at? Wait. I'm just gonna roll those, and then I'm not hitting yet. 5, 10. Wait. 10,
Yeah, what are you doing?
15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna
They're like 60 feet
dash.
from you. You're gonna dash, okay?
You said 60 feet, so don't make me at one.
That's a
And
stump.
then what do you
Yeah,
mean?
that's a
That-
stump.
That's a stump.
Where's the bad guys then?
Up here.
Oh my
Up-
god.
Up
Right
here.
here. And
I can
right
barely
here.
see them. Okay.
Well, then
I
scroll
thought
in.
the stumps were bad guys. There we go. But this is stumps with bad guys. Okay.
Well,
Oh
these
my
guys
god.
here, you have advantage on attacks.
Which ones?
These guys right. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't see my highlight.
Yeah, these three.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
there we go.
those two and this guy
Shouldn't they
back
be at a
here.
disadvantage though?
Why's that?
How does Fury Fire work?
It lights them up so it's easier for people to attack them.
Yes.
So all of our guys get advantage when they attack them.
Ah.
So that's 14 hit.
13, no.
Okay. But a
13
20.
does a 20 that does hit. The AC you're reaching for is 15.
Okay.
Pack of
10
pestilence
damage.
puckers pursuing to pounce on plushy patrolling people. How many points?
10.
10 points. How's it look?
It looks dead. Very dead.
It looks very dead. All right, you
Not a
come
bad
in,
answer.
flying down, skewering him with your sword, and he falls to the ground. Was that okay? Is that everything for you?
Yeah.
All right, so you dashed, then you used your action surge, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna. No. That's just another action. Never mind.
Nope. Alrighty. It is finally your turn, Mr. Faust. Are you still mounting your spider, or are you coming down off your spider and doing your thing?
She's coming down off her spider and doing her thing.
All right, you can move
Oh,
what, like 70 feet?
Yes, if I dash.
All right, so you come up to the one that you come up to the one that's next to Little Pooper that just killed, because that's about all the further you can reach. And he's looking pretty ragged, and he's shiny, and he's looking a little.
And he's right in
concerned,
front of me.
and he's right
Yep.
in front of you.
Oh god, I feel so bad for what I'm about to do.
Oh, because you got your shield bash and everything.
Yeah, I got the charge.
Oof.
$19. Martian dollars. So 28. You said the DC was 15?
Correct. His AC is 15.
Okay, I hit both times.
I'm sure you only needed one.
He hit really good.
She dealt 27 points of damage.
Alrighty, he made it into the history books as Baloney Mist number 2. He had 8 hit points left.
Told you I felt bad about this.
Yeah. All right, so these two here are no longer among the living. You did how many hit points?
27.
Close enough.
Wow. Yeah, you almost did literally half of his hit points, or double his hit points.
Dude, half is it?
because they only have 22 hit points.
Okay.
All right, we are back at the top of the order, so we are back with Typort.
All
Unless you have anything else, Mr. Faust.
No, I'm done.
10,
Okay.
15, 20, 25, 30. I'll go over there.
Ooh,
And
Getting
I'll
up
pull
close
out
and
my
personal.
scimitar on the way.
all right.
Ooh, nice weapon choice.
Thanks.
One of my personal favorites.
Yeah, I was like, all clerics have maces and stuff. I don't want to be that guy.
You should
I
write
like
the
it.
spell knock.
Alright. I clicked on the thing. It's just giving me delay. I know if I click on it again, it's going to roll twice, but here we go.
Well, we'll take the first one if it happens.
Ah, okay. 14, I think, misses, you said?
14 does miss, yeah.
Yep. All right. And then, yeah, that's all I'm going to do.
Okay. Tiger, your turn.
Well, do I really have to say what I'm gonna do?
He's
So
going to
you're
call lightning on those two by the tree.
Yep.
Go for it. Oh, deck save,
Matt.
yeah. Derp. Sorry.
Yeah, you go for it.
12. That fails.
Yep.
$18. They're burnt to the crisp.
Yep. You see the electricity arc, and did you ever see Gremlins 2, the new batch? End of the movie when they
No.
released the electric gremlin into the entryway after spraying all the gremlins down with water, and they all just kind of electrify and cook. It's a very similar
Hey, is that the first one or a second one?
second one.
Don't ruin it.
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 30 years old.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He was waiting for it to come to IMAX.
I didn't even know
Oh,
they made a second one.
That would be so gross. I'm waiting for them to make a third one. I really want a third one. Alrighty, it is their turn. So this one here is
Okay.
going to bite at you, Typort.
Okay. He'll have disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yep. I'm going to shine a light in his face.
Okay.
When I'm attacked by a creature within 30 feet that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. I can do it once per wisdom modifier.
Oof. Alright, well, does a 10 hit you then?
No.
Dang. Alright, so yeah, he goes to chomp. You flash him with your pearly whites, blinding him.
I hold up my
And-
amulet and say, Pelor, smite you.
And yeah, he goes to bite you and just misses wildly. This one here is going to pull out his bow
Okay.
and shoot at you as well.
Okay. I can't use my reaction on him, so he'll just have to beat a
So
19.
Does a yeah, no, that's a 14 or 13.
Yeah, scale mail with a shield.
12 actually. 12 actually. All right. So yeah, he misses completely. We are at Lee. Go ahead, little pooper. You have one
You
there
may
by
be
type.
muted.
19. Plus hit.
Yes, that hits. 19 hits.
Both hit.
A 15
No.
is your DC.
Where am
Or
I
your
going to go?
AC.
You're right here.
You're right here.
Uh-huh.
If you use your
Yeah.
mouse wheel, you can scroll in and look. You
I
can
know,
zoom
I
in.
see him.
Okay. So you're gonna help him out? All right.
So 12 plus 12.
Hmm?
16 damage.
16?
Yeah.
All right, he's still standing. Is that everything for you?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, Mr. Faust, you have 10, 15, 20. You have one that's 20 feet away from you.
Oh, okay.
And he hasn't taken any damage yet.
Okay. Well, that'll let me use my shield charge again.
Okay, so you're going to run up there and padonk.
Okay, he's dead.
That's a miss.
Is this a honky tonk badonkadonk?
And that's a hit. So 2 hits and a miss.
Okay.
Three, 8, plus 12. Deals 28 points of damage.
Ooh, how's it look?
She crosses the shield across to her left side
Mm-hmm.
and just smashes the creature in the side of the head.
All right, and you do so, and you hear the crunch of the skull and the telltale deadening of the eyes as it slumps to the ground in a heap. You only have 22 hit points.
Hey, Blast.
Yeah.
Hey, did Lee do both of their attacks?
Yeah, he said he did.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out because I was like, did he roll an advantage? But he was just rolling both attacks at once.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we are up to Mr. Paylor as God.
Mhm.
That would be you, Mr. Typort. And I am
Alrighty,
saying that
well,
correctly, right?
Typort, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you started off saying it right, and then you switched back to T-port, and then I had to, like, hey, no, it's Typort.
Yeah, Typort.
But
Okay.
yeah, I'm just going to swing at him again.
Wonderful. Ooh.
Does a crit hit him?
Oh, okay. Do you know how we do critical hits?
Do you do brutal or?
We do absolute you do absolute damage. So whatever your
So max damage?
Max damage, so your weapon deals
Mhm.
2d6, right?
Well, 1d6 normal. but on a
1d6.
crit,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to do 6 points plus your are you using strength?
No,
for
dex.
Your dex for okay.
Mhm.
So you're going to add 6 plus your dex modifier, and then you're
Okay,
going to
which is
roll
2.
an additional d6 and add that to
Okay.
the total. So whatever dice you would
Alright.
normally roll, you're going to get max on that, and then you roll again and add that to your
Right.
total.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's going to go for, like, even if you get a weapon that does like an additional like d6 fire damage or something.
Right. So that's going to be 12 damage.
12 damage. All right, how does it look?
I think I
Solid.
just
critical, so this is going to be brutal.
I think I just look at Lee and I say, "Don't worry, I got this guy." And I just kind of kebab him and like stab him up into the air and like slide him off my scimitar.
Mm-mm.
All right.
You kebab him. I love that.
Well, at least you didn't talk about eating him. So that's one good
Right.
thing.
I don't eat gnolls.
Yeah, that'd be too grisly. All righty. Well, that's you made pretty short work of the gnolls.
Yes, we did.
Are you going to search them? Are you going to
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Go ahead and, I guess, investigate.
Investigation. Okay.
Yep.
That is not my strong suit.
What's investigation?
2121.
21.
Mm-hmm.
A 9.
A 9. Okay.
I told you it's not my strong suit. I got a 4. I'm cleaning off my sword.
Yeah.
I
you know
realize
what
I
Hold
you'll
on, I
have
still
find-
have to roll.
What's that?
I still have to roll here.
Okay, go ahead. 18?
23.
Oh, 23.
I mean,
Holy s-
22.
Okay.
Damn. Taylor.
You find a small sack, you and Mr. Faust. It just has a couple of copper pieces in it. Not really
Ooh.
much to speak about. You know, it's enough to get you a couple drinks at the tavern. You do find a longbow. There's a longbow on each of them with a quiver of arrows.
Oh. I don't.
So if you
I
guys
could
are
probably use it.
proficient with a longbow, then you're more than welcome to take those.
I'm not.
And of course,
but
you know, you
I
find your
could sell it too.
and you find your normal stuff. You have a dagger, you know, obviously they use it as like a utility knife type of thing. Um, you know, they each have a little sack, but unfortunately, the people who rolled below a 15, there's nothing in the sack.
Take the bow
Quite
and
all right.
quivers
Okay.
and
You
go
take
to
the
the
bow
local.
you take the bow that's almost as big as you are.
Yep. I could use that to. I could sell that.
There you go. All right, and I'm assuming you're getting back on your spider.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, you guys go through.
No.
No.
Mr. Faust Kyoto starts Spider starts running off. Forgot to
Wait, how
not
are
give
you
I
me
mean,
able?
just-
Oh.
you forgot to not give me access. I realized that.
Like all of a sudden,
I gotta
it's
make
like,
it look. I gotta make it look more realistic. Moving spiders.
there we go. There we go. And you make it up. You come up the path here. Oops. Helps if I get into the right. You come up
The
the
idea
path
was
over
I
here.
was gonna. The idea was that I was going to move Mr. Faust Kyoto, and you were going to move the spiral.
Yes, that's right.
But then you changed your mind and you forgot to not give me access.
That's okay.
So I have access to Mr. Faust Kyoto.
So you come up to the small farming community that's sprung up on the southern side of the town. Somebody a young child sees one of the spiders and spooked and runs back into the town.
Oh, that's not good.
Great.
It's gonna eat you when you sleep.
I look at you guys and say, perhaps I should run ahead and warn them that the spiders are friendly.
Probably the best.
Yeah.
I think that
I'm gonna
for
try
the
to
best.
not panic the child, but like run towards him in a friendly manner.
Free candy.
All right.
No. No.
I didn't say that.
You hear the distinct sound of somebody with a little bit of armor come basically in a good jog.
Okay. And I see him, you said, or I only hear him?
You guys should be able to see him.
Yeah, I see him.
I see
She
him.
I
dismounts.
was just making sure because you said I hear, and I'm like, well, maybe I don't see him.
Yeah, here we go. I'll blow him up so you can really see him.
Ah,
He cast enlarge on himself.
okay.
Rawr!
This dude's too big. I'm gonna leave.
Velix decides to dismount off the
All
spider.
right. Well,
Yeah,
as I
same
see
here.
him walking towards me, I say, "Hail, friend. We mean no harm. These spiders are friendly."
All right, he sees it's you guys, and he lowers his guard.
Yeah,
Oh.
nibble us a little bit.
You gave that poor boy quite a fright. Where did you
That
get
wasn't our intentions.
Ah, that's
Do
fine.
I see where the boy is?
No.
Okay.
No, he kind of took off, lost in the hustle and bustle.
No, you're good.
Because you got to pick. I mean, you got to picture this is probably filled with probably 20, 30 people.
Right.
You know, they're pushing carts. They have baskets full of produce. You know, you got some people that are kind of working out in like their gardens and their little private gardens and stuff like that. So there's quite a bit of
Gotcha.
noise. Some horses, some carts. Kind of surprised
Okay.
you can actually hear this guy come running up. But then again, when you're wearing a helmet and shield and that type of stuff, you do make a very distinct noise.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna look over my shoulder at my friends here and say, apparently they know you here, except for that kid.
All he saw was the spider.
Ah, get off me.
How did you get such creatures? I didn't think they could be tamed.
So you said it's been like 8 hours then?
Yeah, it's been roughly 8 hours since you left Mary Beth's in the morning.
Okay. So if anybody still had their 5 hit points, they don't anymore.
Okay.
But if anybody lost less than 5 hit points, you're still at full.
So, as much as I hate to cut it a little short tonight, I think
this is a good stopping point.
a great place to let off.
Yeah.
This is also, I mean, we have like a couple minutes yet. So I really want to talk. You guys are going to level up. You fought a dragon. You did some pretty decent combats. I'm feeling pretty good about letting you guys level up. And you know, since we also want to talk about D&D and not just have really bad.
You did say that at the top of the episode, yeah.
Yeah, really bad DMing and plot holes and all that kind of stuff. This is a great time. What are you guys going to do when you level up? Are you going to continue with your current classes? Are you going to multi-class?
I'm going to stay cleric.
Okay. So you're going to be
we can multi-class?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to be 5th level cleric, and I'm going to be looking for some diamonds.
Oh, we don't worry about spell components.
Okay, cool.
I figured this way, you're going to find enough gold. You're going to find enough materials.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's something, like you need a diamond worth like 1,000 GP to cast True Resurrection. Okay, that's going to be a little tougher to find. You might need to go to the big city for that. Or you might actually have to go to the Thieves Guild to find that. Because during when the city was evacuated, like they broke it and stole all the diamonds, that type of stuff. But yeah, I'm not going to have you like spending half an episode looking for some bat guano so you can cast.
I typically don't worry about
fireball
components either unless somebody's trying to abuse something or whatever.
Exactly. I mean, if we were running like a survival campaign, I would say, okay, let's start tracking components. That type of stuff. I think I did that with the campaign that I ran.
Now, when you level up, do you like get that as like a video game level up where it's like a long rest too, or like everything's the same? We just add that power to us.
You're going to get a long rest anyway, so I'd say go ahead and do that. You're going to have max hit points. So whatever level you are, you're going to get max hit points as you level up. You're not rolling for hit points. And I am allowing above 20 in stats now.
Okay. You
I
said
don't
I'm supposed to
remember
get
how to
max hit
level
points?
up.
'Cause I've been doing like the average or whatever.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have max hit points. So you're gonna have what 10 hit points from fighter plus your Constitution modifier, and then cleric is what a D8. So you're gonna have 8 points plus your con modifier for
So I'll
4
have
levels.
50 plus 18. So 68.
I think I'm gonna take one in monk.
Ooh, you're gonna go monk.
Hmm.
Do you have the Dex modifier to do it?
What is it?
I think you have to have a 13 or above.
It's a 13 or above. Yeah, I have it.
Okay. Yeah, you do have to have the qualifications. Like you can't have an intelligence of 9 and decide to become a wizard.
Yeah. No, I have my my stuff. I'm good on my multi-class. I'm also gonna go AFK right now and let my dog out. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
What are you doing, Mr. Faust? Are you staying with your current class? Or are you in a multi-class? And why are you making those decisions?
So I was actually thinking about this earlier today. What I'm basically doing with this Mythic class book is like playtesting it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it would behoove me to continue in this class to really see it through, figure out if it's top heavy, back heavy.
Okay.
All
Well,
right,
you're
I'm back.
going into level 6. There's not, some classes get things for their subclass. A lot of them are like, level 6, you don't really get much of anything. Like, I think Wizard doesn't get anything for level 6.
Yeah,
I
I know
think
Fighter
you're
does,
right.
Barbarian does.
What about you?
Light Cleric does.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What are you doing there, Tiger?
I'm trying to figure out how to level up here, so
Oh, you should be.
I don't remember how to do it.
No
Yeah,
problem.
I'm way more comfortable on D&D Beyond, so I was like, I'm just gonna use my character sheet here.
All right.
I got two screens.
Oh, you see how it's a circle, the life druid? Oh, you are leveled
Yeah.
up. You are at level 6.
Okay. My hit points didn't change at all.
Let's see here. 8 plus 3, that's 11. So that should be 66, right? Oh, wait.
Well, I don't know. I'm not good with math.
That's okay. 8 plus 3 is 11, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And 11 times 6 is 66.
Wait, did you change on your screen?
I did.
Yeah, 66 sounds right. Because I've got 68 and I have the same constitution. I just got 2 more hit points for being a fighter.
Okay.
So I'm 68, you're 66.
Let's see here. Let me look up Druid 5e. Because I think you're going to get some more spells. Oh, that's Circle of the Moon. We don't want that.
You might gain 1 extra spell slot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. For some reason, it's only coming up on D&D Beyond. 6th level. Druid Circle feature. And what are you again? Love the land. Okay.
Oh, hey, gentlemen.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
that time.
It is time for me to go.
Alrighty, Mr. Faust. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. That was a lot of fun.
See you, buddy.
Hopefully next week we can have some more combat.
Yeah, definitely. It's always a blast, so I'm good with it one way or another.
Alrighty. All right. Well, we'll see you next week. Any parting words of wisdom?
No, if you play, just keep playing. This is just one of the greatest joys in my life. So, yeah.
Just happy to share it with you all. All right. You have a wonderful evening, and I will. Well, I'm going to talk to you before Friday, but I will see you Friday.
All right, man. Sounds good.
All right. Peace.
But yeah, he gets one more 3rd level spell slot at 6.
Yeah. He gets a
class feature too.
yeah.
The looks like the land one gets one at 7.
Oh, did you pick? Well, that's weird. It says okay. Landstride. Sorry, it's 6th level.
Oh yeah,
moving through
Landstride. Yep.
non-magical difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. You can also pass through non-magical plants without being slowed by them, without taking damage from them if they have thorns, spines, or similar hazard. In addition, you have advantage on saving throws against the plants that are magically created or manipulated to impede movements such as created by the Entangle spell. That's cool.
So you would still get screwed over by spike growth then, right? So that's not a saving throw. That's just if you move, you take damage.
Yeah.
Because it says non-magical plants, but that's definitely a magical plant.
Correct. Yeah. Now I'm thinking.
It's not commonly used against you. I know that much.
Right. Well, Entangle. I mean. Well,
Oh
that's
yeah,
the
Entangle. That's
thing.
a great thing.
I'm trying to think if there's any other spells.
I mean, I would personally, again, it doesn't come up much, but I would say that would apply to like Thorn Whip.
Right. Yeah, because that's a saving throw.
And it's definitely a magical plant. It's a thorny whip.
Why
I don't know.
is this? Oh, okay. That's what's going on. This isn't loading for some reason, which is really weird.
Yeah, my guy's going to be a lot more powerful than he was this session.
Yeah, I love clerics. I really do. They are absolutely wild damage dealers.
Yeah, everybody's like, oh, the light cleric's the caster one. I was like, that doesn't mean I can't be up in the mix.
Well, I mean, you have things like spiritual weapon. You get.
I technically don't have that, but I do have access to it.
You get. Oh, what's the name of it? Spirit Guardians.
I get Spirit Guardians and Fireball.
You get Fireball?
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I get all the fire stuff. I've got Burning Hands, Scorching Ray, Flaming Sphere. I just didn't use any fire stuff that fight.
Thank you guys for all the likes. 6 likes. That's awesome. I'm lucky if I get 1.
Oh, that's all my followers from 2 years ago when I uploaded a video. They followed me. I'm just kidding.
That's fine. I'll take the scraps. All right, no worry, Tiger. I'll work on your character sheet here. You're just going to continue with what you're doing.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So did we decide that Lee was gonna? Does he have the stuff to go monk? 13 decks for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he has it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised if any.
I do.
I'm surprised if any of his stats are below an 18.
Lots more.
I've got a 9.
So does Mr. Faust. He's I think it's in his, what is it? In his strength. I think he has a 9.
Mm. Mine's
Mhm.
charisma. I'm the party face.
Oh,
-1 to all my social skills.
well, that's okay. You're just, you just. I mean, a 9. You're not. You
I'm
are. You're
average.
just a little awkward, but it's more like when you want to preach about your religion all the time.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely that guy. But
Yeah.
also, you look at our party. You know, we've got a satyr, a fairy, a rock gnome, a half elf. I'm probably the most approachable.
I mean, you're tallest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something to be a wisdom caster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Actually,
Alright.
my wisdom's maxed out.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a
Mine
20 in
will be
wisdom?
maxed out at
Yep.
8, I think. Yeah, because I picked up Warcaster at 4.
Ooh, great feat.
Yeah,
Great feat.
especially
Now,
starting fighter, so I've got proficiency in Constitution saving throws.
Mm-hmm. And another one that's always really good, especially using a shield master. Very much
Yeah.
underrated. Because
Yeah,
once
Shieldmaster is great.
because once you strike with a melee attack, you can then, as a bonus action, strike with your shield to either push them back, I think it's 10
Mhm.
feet, or knock them prone.
Mm-hmm.
And that is very much underrated. Plus, you get to add your shield AC to your dex saves on things like fireball, if a
And
dragon.
if you make your save, you don't take any damage.
Correct. Yeah, half damage if you
Mhm.
fail it, full damage or no damage if you. Oh yeah,
If you
yeah,
save. Yeah.
awesome feat. I usually go
Mhm.
modified human just for the feat.
Yeah.
What you should have is the spell knock on your arsenal.
I don't mind if you use knock, but you got to remember there's a 300-foot range where a very loud knocking sound. There can be a lot of
Mhm.
creatures within 300 feet that you might not
Well,
want to.
also, you could just have a locked door in a place with an anti-magic field.
True. Or silence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, knock's not going to work if you have if you're in silence.
I mean, yeah, it's got a knock on the door, right?
So
Yeah.
there's ways to get around everything.
Yeah, I thought about going offensive on our fight with the gnolls, but I was like, I'm just gonna debuff. Let me help my party.
Yeah, they weren't meant to be. I'm not trying to kill anybody. I just want to give you some stuff as
Yeah.
fodder every now and then to just destroy and
Well,
feel
give us
Nothing
one
powerful.
hard boss to beat.
Well, if you have any questions about the third-party stuff I sent you, let me know. But that stuff, I challenge my party. It's a high magic campaign. They've got like probably 5+ magic items each.
Oh wow.
They each have like a retainer. There's like 9 people fighting, and they're still complaining like man, that guy, he almost killed me.
Well, sometimes little poopers found this out the hard way. Having it, little pooper. Sometimes running headlong into combat is not the wisest thing.
It's
Yeah.
always the wise thing.
It's always the wise thing. Such a wise
Yeah,
ass.
typically you want the people with shields to go first.
You want the magic castles to go first so they can heal you and stuff.
Or the monk to run out in the middle of a field with absolutely no protection.
Wasn't my monk.
That wasn't your
Yeah,
monk?
does Lee have armor, or what are you wearing?
I don't know what type, but I know I'm wearing armor.
He's probably
Flying
wearing
around with leather
chainmail.
armor.
He's probably
Chainmail
using,
flying around what?
I would say chainmail. Because I think that's what fighters get as a starting armor.
I believe they have that option. I went with the gold buy method because I wanted scale mail. I didn't want heavy armor.
Mm. I mean, there's a lot of times, like right now, what is it? I'm playing an artificer,
Hmm.
and I found even if I were to wear like even half plate, I'm still better off using leather armor and adding my dex modifier.
Hmm.
I'm getting a higher AC doing that than I would by wearing heavy armor. And I
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah. Plus, I don't like having dex be a dump stat, just because like it's gonna tank your initiative. Dex saves are like it's still a good stat. Like you don't have to have it 18, but like it should at least be
Right.
a +1 or a +2.
Exactly. Yeah, you need it. Initiative, like you said, saves. There's a lot of stuff that requires a dex save. Um, depending upon what you're playing. Like if you're playing a wizard, I would say your dump stat's probably going to be strength.
Yep.
That's just that. Same thing with
Mm.
druids. A great dump stat for druids is going to be strength, because if
Yep,
you
that's what
want,
I did.
yeah, if
Mhm.
you want to be strong, you turn into something strong. A bear.
Yeah.
You know what's a really
Well,
good thumb stat?
plus with heavy armor, if you have less than 15 strength, you have a penalty to your movement,
Right.
and
Well, if you're a
I didn't want to
fighter,
commit that much.
yeah, I mean, if you're a fighter or
If you're a
a
fighter, then you take the strength
barbarian,
out of the thumb stat.
your dump stat is most likely going to either be wisdom or charisma,
Charisma.
something of
Yeah,
that
mine's
nature.
definitely
strength.
charisma.
Strength is not going to be your dump stat and something like
Yes,
that.
it is. Why not?
Not on a
Well,
fighter. And I mean,
not
you
on
could
a,
play a dex fighter.
yeah, you could. I
I
mean, you
played a
have,
halfling dex barbarian. He was pretty fun.
ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah, he had a scimitar and a shield, and then whenever he got mad, he would put those away and grab his maul off his back.
Oh my.
Yeah, because the rage thing doesn't work on like finesse weapons. Like it's got to be a strength attack that you're using.
Right.
So he would attack recklessly with his worst attack stat, but he would do more damage with it, and it would look cool.
Yeah. And reckless attack, I mean, sure, okay. You're giving the enemy advantage on their next attack versus you.
But
Which
if you're raging, you're taking half damage.
Exactly. Well, for most attacks, as long as it's non-magical, slashing, bludgeoning, that
Yeah.
type of stuff. So you're hoping they're not using a magical weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things. You're going to figure that type of stuff out pretty quickly. You're going to know from experience the first time that weapon hits you whether or not it's magical. Up at the higher levels where things like that actually kind of matter, because you're really not going to be running into bad guys with magical weapons until you're well, I mean, it depends on what the party is too. If you have 10 people in a party, well, yeah, you might run into somebody with something.
I run into the party with everything.
But you're not going to run into anybody until you're at least, I would say, in the high, like 7s or 8s.
Mm-hmm.
When you start getting 4th level spells, I think that's a pretty good time to start introducing.
Did you play 4th edition?
I never played 4th. I stopped at 3rd. I played
Okay.
3rd edition for a little bit with a group, and we just kind of all drifted away. It was actually the guys I used to play. We all worked together at Radio Shack.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about D&D, and I was like, hey, I hear a lot about this, but like I don't know anything. Join in, like play with you guys a little bit, maybe
Right.
learn a little about this. And they're like, yeah, sure, and they
And
made
you fell in
me
love.
a Chain Master fighter, I think it was. Because like my
In
whole
3rd
idea,
edition?
yeah. Because I wanted to like tie people up.
Right.
And I guess you couldn't do that with a rope, so they gave me a chain. And then I could choose if the chain does fire or ice damage. And then yeah, you
Nice.
had tie them up. They had a save versus it, and then I could just poke them with my sword once I had them tied up. But that was the first character I played, and that was the first D&D character I ever played. That was a lot of
Oh,
fun.
okay.
And then I started going towards like your barbarian half orcs,
Right.
like
Yeah,
really
I don't remember my
strong.
first character. I would have been 8.
I think Little Pooper kind of remembers one of his first characters, don't you?
No.
You don't remember one of your first characters?
I do. I'm still using it in real life campaigns.
Oh wow. I think you remember him, Little Pooper.
The one that did like 300 and something damage.
Yeah,
I forget his name.
Medrash.
Oh yeah.
The Dragonborn Barbarian Fighter.
Green.
Oof. He was, if he maxed out, well, he was a Frenzy Berserker Barbarian. I think it was 10 levels of that with another 4 levels of fighter. And if he hit with all 3 of his attacks with criticals and max damage, he was capable of doing like, what was it, 600 points of damage?
Mm.
I know he was able to take out a young white dragon in 1 round.
Wow. Nice.
And we
How do you spell
were
Medrash?
Medrash.
Nash.
Our Rash, Rash. He might have been on the other account that I had to delete.
But yeah, with
Yeah,
4E, I mean, I know a lot of people hated it. I thought it was fine. It has a lot of cool mechanics, and like they've got like different class types. Like there's like artillery, who's kind of like your glass cannon. You've got your controllers, which are people like enchanters, but also people like Fireball, where they can just like destroy a lot of people or lock a bunch of people down. They've got defenders and brutes and stuff like that. Well, one of the third party I sent you, the MCDM Flea Mortals, for example, with like gnolls, there's like 6 or 7 different types of gnolls. So like there's like a gnoll wildling, CR1 minion, and a minion for that level is 5 gnoll wildlings, but they act as one and they do like a group attack, so it's easier to control.
Okay.
So like everybody that like they do 1 damage, but if you're attacking with 5 of them, then they get a +5 to their attack. So it's like they're very likely to hit, and then you add 1 for each one, so they would do like +9 to hit with 5 damage. So they're not that much of a threat, but you can also like kill them and like you kind of like cleave rules where like if he's got 8 hit points and you hit him for 1, he dies. But if you hit him for 9, you kill that one and the one next to him.
Oh my.
Yeah, so they've got like the Gnoll Marauder. He's like a CH or a CR, like 1/2 skirmisher. They've got the Gnoll Mage Gorger, a 4 minion. A Gnoll Cackler. There's a level 2 controller. They got the Gnoll Bone Splitter, a CR4 Brute, who's got like a Spiked Flail, Bloody Roar, multi-attack, Death Frenzy. So there's lots of cool stuff. So instead of just here's 6 gnolls, it's like here's 12 gnolls or 20 gnolls, but like 10 of them are minions, so they die quick, and then there's like a big brute and a spellcaster. So it's not just they all attack with their longbow; they're doing different stuff.
Yo, I gotta go.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay,
Night,
bye
buddy.
bye.
Have a good night.
But yeah, like they have the Gnoll Abyssal Archer.
Oh.
So for his, if they hit with their longbow, they take a -5 to their speed, and it's cumulative until they get healed for at least once. Like if they have 3 people hit them, their speed's -15.
Wow.
And all of them have the Death Frenzy. So like when an ally, the the Gnoll can see within 30 feet of them is reduced to 0. The Abyssal Archer moves up to half their speed and makes a bite attack. So, like, they could all do that. Like, any Gnoll has that racial feat, basically.
Hmm.
And, like, they have Blood Scent. Like, they know the location of each creature who doesn't have all their hit points within 60 feet of them. So, like, if you got a rogue trying to hide, it's like, well, they can smell your blood, man. They know where you
Right.
are. So it's a little bit more complicated, but like the way they've done it, it makes
Well,
it
that's
so as
pretty
long as you're
cool.
not like if you use like 5 different ones, like you're gonna lose. Like what can this guy do? So typically you want to do like 2 or 3 different types per battle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you can have an orc brute or a goblin brute, but then also like a goblin sniper or a goblin spellcaster or whatever. So like the first group, my party of, I think they were level 3. The first like battle I put them up against
Mhm.
was like 26 kobolds or something like
Oh,
that, and they
Jesus.
easily won. But yeah, it's just because they had minions and stuff, and they can feel more powerful because it's like, you see Lord of the Rings and they're slicing through all these skeletons and orcs or whatever, and it's like you don't
Right.
get that in traditional D&D.
Well,
It's like it's
the
a slog to
new-
kill that one skeleton.
the revised 5e, you can actually get a weapon ability.
With the nick and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
And one of them is you can transfer your attack to another creature within, I think, 5 feet.
Hmm.
And you can just kind of keep going.
Yeah.
So like if like Mr. Faust did, he hit that one guy for, freaking 28 points and he only needed 8. He could have transferred the rest of that damage to another one within 5 feet of that creature.
Yeah, if there would have been one, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And that's kind of how the overkill thing works on
Right.
on the
No,
minions
it's a great
there.
idea. One of the things we had when we were playing 3rd edition, and this was kind of it was a group joke at first, is be careful of the Vorpal dagger, because we had a combined bag of holding that we all just kind of kept
Right.
all of our stuff in, and you used to, when you pulled anything out of the bag of holding, like if you physically reached your hand in, you had to roll a D100, and there was like a 10% chance of getting stuck by the Vorpal dagger. It dealt 1 point of damage, however it's Vorpal, so your head falls off.
Well, that's only on a natural 20, isn't it?
Well, it was a joke type of thing.
Oh,
And then-
gotcha.
And then our DM kind of made it a reality.
Right.
So that was kind of fun. We would capture bandits and make them stick their hand in the bag. And yeah, I think it wasn't much. It was like you had a 1%. I think after he made it a real thing, it was only like a 1% chance. Like you had to roll a 100 on a D100 in order for it to
Right.
happen. Now you also have to realize too that this is damn near 20 years ago.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. My brother, he's one of those. He's the one that I first like showed me D&D, and he doesn't like the new editions because he's like, oh, they're too easy. Like he wants you to play where like you're afraid of dying like every 3 minutes, and I'm like, I don't really need that. Like, I'm good.
I mean, you
Like
could
it was
make
fine when I was 8 and learning, but
you could make encounters difficult. And
yeah, you can
you
have
guys
the
like a
threat of death
challenge.
on there without it being like I am going to die.
Right.
I know, I like a challenge.
People are always like, "Oh,
Exactly.
make a backup character." It's like, well, no, I want to play my character like in a way where he doesn't want to die, because a lot of people just run in there and it's like, no, my guy would run. Like if I'm that wounded, I'm gonna run. Like my guy
Right.
doesn't want to die. Unless I'm sacrificing myself for like everybody else, but like having a backup character I think takes that off the table, because you're like willing to die because, well, I can just play my wizard. And it's like, no, like you should play your guy. Like this is his only guy. If he dies, he's dead forever. Like
Mhm.
it's not,
When
like when you're fighting bandits, like have them run away. Like they don't want to die, do they?
well, that's
Does
what
the
I've been
animal is
doing.
the bear came for food, and you're like stabbing it. And he's like, well, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, I mean that's what I've been doing. Like you guys go in here, completely obliterate a bad guy, especially when you're in front of a group.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like those bandits, they don't want to die. This shit ain't worth
Yeah.
their time. So yeah, you roll a Constitution save, you know, and presto change you roll below a 15 and they're out of there.
Yeah, you roll like a luck check or morale check, whatever you want to call it. But yeah,
Yeah. I
like
just use it as
undead
a,
and stuff that don't care. Yeah, they're gonna come at you. But and I play my character the same way. Like, yeah, I might run in there, but I'm not gonna run into a place where I think I might actually die.
never old yeller PCs that you're done with. We actually kind of did that one time. When we started our Spelljammer campaign, the first one, Little Pooper and I were playing brothers, Kenku brothers. They were bard warlocks. And he was having a lot of problem keeping track of the character. It was a very technical character. You had to do this. Once you did this, you did this. And then like after you've done like 3 rounds, then you can do your big damage in the early part of the game. And he just wasn't really happy with that. He, as you know, he likes to run in, he loves to hit things and do a lot of damage up front. So he likes his fighters, he loves his barbarians. He's really discovered monk lately, and he's been loving his monk.
Yeah,
he's
that's why I
also,
watched the multi-class.
yep, and he's also been playing a paladin and doing a really good job with that. So like he just wasn't having a lot of fun, you know. And I nobody likes to, you know, this isn't our real life game Friday nights with Mr. Faust. So I made a Gulap. He is a plasmoid barbarian, Path of the Giant.
Right.
And let me just tell you, he wrecks house. Like, because the Path of the Giant, you can grow in size.
Yeah.
Like you go from a medium creature to a large, and then eventually you become huge. Well, actually, they go large. Yeah. Medium, large, huge. And then we were casting enlarge on him to make him giant. And then eventually you can actually go huge on your own. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, because you go from medium to large, large to huge. Like we got him to gargantuan.
Right.
At one point.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like we're talking the size of an adult, like red dragon. You know, an ancient red dragon.
Right. Like the gingerbread man from Shrek.
Yeah,
when he
yeah.
grows and carrying everybody.
Oh, we had so much. He had so much fun with that character, but we had to get rid of the old one. And so we had this big combat in the middle of the town square. And one of the spells that he had with his old character, with his Kenku Bard, was Silvery Barbs. And I don't know if you know that spell or not, but I absolutely love it. As a player, I love it.
Yeah, I have it on my DM PC on my Wednesday game, and I forget to use it all the time.
You give advantage, you know, you are making them roll with disadvantage. So if they roll, hey, I just rolled a critical. No, you didn't, Silvery Barbs.
Yeah.
It forces a reroll. There's no save for it. It's a level 1 spell, which I think is kind of broken. I think it should be at least a level 2.
What I think is broken about it is that people misuse it because they're either not paying attention or they're trying to metagame or whatever. But like it should happen is student.
What does that mean?
Like if I know gnolls are weak against fire, and I cast fire on them, but my character has never heard of a null before, like that's metagaming.
Right.
Oh,
but-
okay.
But yeah, I've had players like where I roll to attack, and then I'm like, okay, you take 6 damage and make a con save, and then they fail their con save, and then somebody else is like, oh, I silvery barbs, and it's like it's too far into this thing for you to silvery barbs now. Like we're already past the hit actually hitting. Like if you want to silvery barbs, like do that as soon as it hits. Like that's like I was talking to Faust in DMs earlier, and it's like with my warding flare, like it doesn't say after they hit you, you can say, well, I use my warding flare to give them disadvantage. Like you have to state that as soon as like you're getting attacked. Like as soon as that guy rolls to hit me, like hold on, roll with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, I mean,
'Cause
there's plenty.
I can't only use it on hits. Like I got to use it on stuff that would have missed anyways. Like that's how it works.
Yeah, and
So
and
I
there's
love
plenty of
silvery
times where I
barbs, but
forgot
yeah,
to do stuff.
Yeah,
No,
Things
no,
like that
silver-
lightning spell that we misunderstood.
Exactly.
I'm fine
know-
with misunderstanding, but don't abuse it like after you already know how it's supposed to work.
Yeah, yeah. But
As-
like, he was using silvery barbs to cause the bad guy, or Little Pooper was causing the bad guy to miss his attacks because he was using
Mhm.
silvery barbs, and he was using it properly.
Yeah,
But because of that, then the bad guy finally got mad at Little Pooper's character and was like, all right, fine, let's go.
yeah,
And targeted Little Pooper. And was all the
Mhm.
plan because like we're trying to kill the character off. You know what I mean? We're trying
Right.
to get rid of this character so he can play Gulap, the barbarian that he would really enjoy.
yeah.
And the rest of the group doesn't know this is happening. Like the only people that
Ah.
know what's going on is me and Mr. Faust. Because I'm the one that made the
Right.
character, and I talked to Mr. Faust about it. I said, hey, look, he's not having fun with this character. Let's kill it off. I'm going to make a really kick-ass barbarian for him. He's going to absolutely love this guy. Let's do this. And he's like, yeah, I'm in. I'm down. Let's go. And
Right.
yeah, he fell like 3 or 4 times that combat. And he kept getting picked up either by the druid or by one of the other characters. And I forget who all was there. But like, oh yeah, he was so hard to keep down. And of course, he's playing a Hexblade warlock with a
Right.
College of Swords bard. So he's dealing,
Right.
he's dealing damage as well as taking the damage.
hmm
And like just couldn't keep the kid down. And finally we killed him off. And we had to finish the combat. And of course, he's sitting there and I could see that he's upset. He's starting to tear up, and I was like, are you okay? And he just kind of hugged my arm and like started to cry. And I'm like, all right, here. And I handed him the sheet.
Oh, so he didn't know he was supposed to die either.
No, he had no clue.
Nice.
He's all upset and, and was, I think it was to top it all off. I think it was his birthday as well. So like
Right.
it's his birthday night. We've just killed off his character, and he likes his character because he's playing, a brother with his dad. You know what I mean? Little Pooper's my
Yeah.
son, if you haven't figured that out. But
Yeah, I know that.
yeah, I'm just talking to people in chat here. Hey, Winter, how's it going? But anyways, he's like, what? He's like looking at this sheet, and he's like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm like, yeah, dude, like look at this. Like you get to throw this freaking great axe like 60 feet and it magically reappears back in your hand just so you can throw it again.
Right.
And like you get to grow to a huge and gargantuan creature at one point. And all this other stuff, like you're resistant to poison damage, you all this type of stuff. And he had so much fun with that character.
Right.
It was great, but like to see the look on his face, like just him light up with this new character. And I'm like, yeah, you
Mhm.
really didn't like playing that Kenku too much, did you? And he's like, no, I wasn't really having a lot of fun. I'm like, you're going to have fun with this. And he goes, oh yeah, I
Right.
am.
Yeah, I have my buddy. He in my Wednesday game. He plays a dwarven barbarian, with the what is it, the
Oh.
ancient
Hello.
whatever barbarian with the spirits and stuff,
Oh,
ancestral guardian, whatever it is.
Hold on. What's going on?
Uh-huh.
So he like forced me to up the pupils of Okeoto. You're like up
Oh.
the Kenku, up the Kenku. And I'm like, stop. I hate upping the Kyoto. So
Yeah,
Mm.
Arrow was in here complaining that she is always the healer of the group, being the druid.
Right.
She's like, I want to do damage, but all I do is pick up the damn Kenku. Actually, no, you were picking up him. You were picking up Gulap all the time.
yeah, it's just like I want to do damage. I have 5 spells. I want to do damage.
Yeah, yeah, she likes her wildfire druids.
Right. But yeah, I do a lot of homebrew stuff, and so he's got an axe, and he didn't have a lot of ranged
Hey, save me
options,
some
and
hot
like
water,
everybody
I
else was
haven't
doing
taken a
range.
shower yet.
And so I was like, well, I'm going to give him these magic bracers that let him, like, kind of like Eldritch Knight, that he can bond to his weapon,
Oh wow.
and it'll like give it a throw. So he's got an axe that's got like a, like a 30-60 range,
Mhm.
and he can call it back to him as a bonus action.
Oh wow.
And so like he loves that, and like it's got a thing where like he can, like, as part of his attack, he can use a charge to do like shatter, kind
Okay.
of like a Thor vibe,
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Little Pooper has actually got a very similar thing with his character. He's playing right now in our Spelljammer campaign. He's playing a paladin.
mm,
So yeah,
Nice.
that's he is the
Yeah.
same thing. Bonus action to cast shatter, or no, it's an action to cast shatter, but it costs, I think it's like 1 or 2 points.
Mhm.
It's a thrown, but it magically returns, so you can throw it again.
Mhm.
And it does a D8 plus the strength modifier for damage, even when thrown.
Oh, nice.
And it's a plus, I think it's like a +2 weapon.
Right. But yeah, with my barbarian friend, like, so he'll, like, he's a barbarian, so he'll use his bonus action to rage,
Mm-hmm.
and then if they're too far away, he's like, well, I'm gonna throw my hammer, or I'm gonna throw my axe, but he can't call it back because he already used his bonus action. So on the next turn, he'll have to, like, call it back and then attack. And my DMPC is a level 2 fighter, level 5 wizard, level 1 bard.
Oh,
And when
wow.
we level up again, he's going to go to level 3 fighter, and be an Eldritch Knight. So then he can bond to 2 weapons. He's going to bond to his sword, and then he's also going to bond to the other guy's axe. So then whenever he throws it, I can be like, I got you, and just teleport it back and give it to him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he doesn't know that yet, but when we level up, yeah, he's gonna love my character.
Right.
Like, let me see your axe for like an hour. I'll give it back, I promise. I've meditate with it.
I've fallen in love with the artificer class.
That's one I haven't used because I don't know. I've seen and heard so much about how it's like overpowered, this and that, and like it does look cool, but I just haven't felt like
I
actually
wouldn't say
playing
they're
one.
overpowered. They're not so great they're really good at buffing and debuffing.
Yeah, like being able to, like, put runes or whatever they do on your armor and weapons and stuff like that sounds cool.
Yeah, I mean they
But,
can do, they can make some like magic weapons, they can do things to your armor, like they can give you boots that allow you to teleport, what is it, 10 feet, 15 feet as a bonus action.
I think they can do like fly and
Yeah, that type of stuff. They can make boots
Stuff
of
like that, yeah.
flying. They can do alchemy jugs. They can do all kinds of stuff. But
Yeah.
I use them primarily because I can play a damage dealer. I can play your big barbarian fighter or your, that type of stuff and deal
Mhm.
hundreds of points of damage in a single round. But like we have enough upfront fighters. I want them to do their thing.
Yeah.
I've played long enough. I play enough D&D. I don't need to be the upfront guy all the time. I want to be the guy in the background casting haste. I want to be the
Yeah.
guy in the background casting whatchamacallit, what's the one that they get half damage on melee attacks
Blade
that
Ward?
use strength?
Oh, Ray of Weakness
That
or
or
Ray of Enfeeblement or whatever.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Really just kind of debuff the bad guy and buff our guys.
Yeah.
Slow, great spell.
Yeah.
You got to choose: are you taking an
Yeah.
action, a
Hypnotic
bonus
pattern.
action?
Yeah.
You can't do a reaction that round. That type of
Mhm.
stuff. I mean, yeah, you get a good slow spell going, forget it. The action economy
Yeah.
goes completely out the window. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
think my biggest issue I've had with artificers is that I really don't enjoy like min-maxers and like rules lawyers that try to tell you like this is the only way to play. And most of the people I know that have played an artificer were those type of people. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to be that guy.
nah, it's fun to
But
be
if I
able
actually played one, I might actually enjoy it. I've just kind of been put off because
yeah,
so many min-maxers want to play that guy.
yeah. I don't know. It's. I mean, even the spells they get aren't really meant for offensive. At least not in my
Hmm.
opinion. It's really, in my opinion, it's really hard to go up and do damage with an artificer. Like even the spells that I chose for the character, I have a
Hmm.
couple of spells like just to deal a little bit of damage in case somebody's right up in my face. But for the most
Right.
part, all my spells either buff or debuff. I have lesser restoration. I have a couple of healing spells. You know,
Hmm.
I'm trying my best to avoid damage so I can maintain concentration on things. That type of stuff. But no, I like it. I played the armorer class, which is really fun. You kind of get the Iron Man armor.
Hmm.
I'm playing a Battle Forge right now. So he gets like the armored defender. He gets all kinds of different stuff. And like somebody tries to attack me, it's a disadvantage because my armored defender's right next to me.
Hmm.
Plus I can ride my armored defender. I'm a gnome. Artificer is more so designed to be a solid support, trying to teach one of my players that, but he wants to go full Rambo. One of these days he's gonna learn the hard way. It's tough to go Rambo with an artificer. I mean, yeah, they have some pretty cool stuff. Like you can do a sword that does um, radiant damage. If somebody hits you with an attack, you can flash them and blind them up until the end of their next turn if they fail
Hmm.
their save versus your spell DC. Um, that type of stuff. I mean, if you have the armor, they can do some really cool stuff with their armor, like a chest beam or lightning beams, that type of stuff.
Hmm.
You can have the flying gauntlets and things, but even those don't do a lot of damage, especially in the higher up campaigns. Once you start
Hmm.
going, because you're only talking like I think it's like D8 damage, which in your
Right.
lower levels, if you're level, 10 or lower, okay, 8 plus, your intelligence modifier. So you're talking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 14 points of damage. Not bad, especially when you're fighting something that has like maybe 30 hit points. Okay, but now when you're up in the higher campaigns and you're fighting stuff with 100 or 200 hit points, eh, especially when a
Yeah.
fighter walks up with his 6 attacks, just dealt, 64 points of damage. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Do I want to cast haste on him or do I want to go, and hit him for 5 points of damage?
Right. Speaking of hitting 6 times with a fighter, what's your what's your rule on action surge? Like, because I'll be a cleric, eventually I'll be level 2 as a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And I know in the revised 5e they switched it to where you can't cast 2 spells, but in the old one you could, and all this. So before we get to there. Where are you standing on that?
I'm pretty easy to get along with when it comes to that type of
I would
stuff.
argue that.
Uh, my opinion of action surge is you're getting another
A
action.
whole extra turn.
Right. I mean, a fighter's going to get all of his attacks. You know,
Yeah.
I don't see any reason why a spellcaster can't cast a second spell.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Now,
Yeah.
during your regular action, if you have a spell that you cast as a cantrip, and then, you know,
One
say
as
it's
a
a
bonus action.
bonus action cantrip, then you can cast a spell. Or if you cast a full action cantrip, then you can cast a spell as a bonus action.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
that's typically how I do it as well.
yeah, I generally don't go, okay, you're going to be able to cast, you know, fireball and then cast uh, uh what you would call it, spirit guardians.
Right.
No, that's broken. You know, there's yes, okay, one's a bonus action, one's a full action. However, you can't cast two spells of the same action. But if you're
Right.
using
But
action surge, you get
Mhm.
another action. You don't get
yeah,
another
so you
bonus
could
action.
do like a cantrip, you know, Sacred Flame, bonus action, Spirit Guardians, action surge, Fireball.
Correct.
Yeah, that's kind of how I rule it as well.
Absolutely. I see no harm in that whatsoever. Because they do it with fighters. Okay, I get 4 attacks. Action surge, I get another 4. It takes the same amount of time to do both of those. They're both 6 seconds. It's 12 seconds total.
Yeah.
My sorcerer or my wizard or, you know, monk, or not monk, but, you know, whatever, my spellcaster should be able to cast 2 spells that round if they action surge. If you're willing to take that 2-level dip in the fighter for just that reason, go
Mhm.
for it.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense for a cleric if you ask me.
Well, not only that, but if you're the DM and you know your players can do stuff like that, you can throw more stuff at them and you can kind of play into their hand where you're like, I'm going to put these 12 guys right here because I know, you know, Elric's going to throw a fireball on him. You know, I'm going to put these two together because I know he's going to call lightning. So you can kind of plan the battle knowing, predicting how your players are going to go.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, Tiger. You have a wonderful evening. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah.
Hopefully, oh, wow, it's a 9:15. I gotta.
Yeah,
wrap
I didn't
this
want
up.
to interrupt you guys, so that's why I put it in chat.
No, we usually wrap this up
Right.
about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine. No, I love talking about
You
D&D.
got 10 likes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to join us next Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for playing D&D. Thursday night is also our Phasmo live stream with Avery. So if you like Phasmophobia or just general conversation, come on over to that. That's
Are you
always
doing
a lot
that
of
this
fun.
week with it being Thanksgiving?
That is actually I don't know. I
Just wanted to point that out
I'm
in
gonna
case you hadn't
send.
put
Yeah,
those two
it might
together.
be. It might be Wednesday night. Keep an eye out for a short on my channel. Well, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get
Yeah,
to
Blast
300
is a good dude.
subscribers. I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers by the end of the year. And I'll do the bronze trophy in Phasmo. So keep an eye out for that.
Mhm.
Wow, 76 views. That's amazing. We don't usually get that many.
I mean, I'd like to take credit, but I didn't tell anybody I was going to be here, so none of it's me.
You know what? You get good you get good content, and eventually people come. If you film it, people will come.
Right, yeah.
I don't know. I try. It's, you know, what I record is what you guys see. I really don't do a lot of editing.
Right.
You know, some of these people like to cut their videos up and make it all jumpy and do fancy filters and stuff like that. And it's like, I barely have time to record what I am doing, let alone fancy editing. Like I go all out for my my Kerbal videos, but that's just because I really like the Kerbals.
Yeah, I
I
used to
think
edit all my Minecraft videos pretty hard, but it's just gotten crazy because we have dogs that bark and people come in and out of the room, and it's just like I don't have a lot of time, and
yeah,
I don't want to record stuff 8 times because it keeps getting interrupted. I'm just gonna not.
yeah. Yeah, like I do a little bit of fast forwarding here and there. Something's like really boring, but
Hmm.
yeah, for the most part, it's just like slapping some stickers like subscribe and comment and
Hmm.
like, and I even stopped
Yeah,
adding
go into
music.
Photoshop and make a thumbnail real quick.
I use I use Paint 3D.
Right.
Like, I had somebody email me like right when I started the channel. I think I had like 10 subscribers, and they were like, "Hey,
Right.
I could do thumbnails for you," and I'm like, "Nah, I'm good."
Oh, speaking of editing stuff, if you need, like, I know there's plenty of maps out there. Um, I uh, I have a what is this called? Hold on.
Oh, I just
Dungeon
go.
Draft and
Oh,
Wonder
okay.
Draft. So like if you were like you really wanted to do this cave map or something and you couldn't find the right one, assuming I have time, I could whip one up for you if you needed to.
Thank you. Um,
Hmm.
I hate doing thumbnails in Clip Studio. I use CapCut for my video editing, which is just a free editing software. Um,
Mm.
it's very basic to what you can do. I don't even pay for the premium. Um,
Yeah, I've
you
got
know,
the Adobe Premiere Pro something something from 6 years ago.
yeah. I mean, if
I started doing
eventually,
my thumbnails in Canva. My wife told me about it. It's pretty cool for like better than Photoshop in my opinion.
oh,
Easier to
okay.
use anyways.
All right. Yeah, no, I've gotten used to CapCut. It's been pretty handy for me because it has everything in there. It has the templates and the memes and things like that. So,
Hmm.
and it's all drag and drop, so I kind of like that. And then yeah, for the thumbnails, I just take a screenshot, edit it down in, um, like I said, Paint 3D, and
Right.
there we go. It's quick, it's easy. I'm actually looking to upgrade my internet service here soon to 2 gigs down, 2 gigs up. So
Nice.
yeah,
I
it's
live on a mountain. I don't have that option.
it's yeah. Right now, Brightspeed has you get 3 months free, and it's only like 80
Okay.
bucks a month, which is 40, 50, 60 bucks cheaper than Comcast. So, and Comcast only gives me 1 gig down and 28 meg up. So you can imagine trying to upload a 110 gig file, how long that takes.
Right.
And I can't do anything else while that's uploading. I can't play like whatchamacallit, Body Cam or Rainbow Six Siege or things of that nature
Hmm.
because like the lag from uploading is so hard.
Yeah.
But alrighty, I do
Yeah. I
need to
think I
go.
have like maybe 100 meg up and down.
Oh wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, we have Little Pooper's computer. Um, Arrow's got her computer every now and then, along with like everybody's phone. We have the television, that's streaming 4K video. It's just, we use a lot of data in this house. I think last time I looked at our overall yearly data usage,
Hmm.
um, we are well,
1 million gig.
it is, what was it? It was, what is it? It's
Terabyte.
gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte. Um, it, good Lord, I don't even remember. It was nuts. I was just shocked. I think it was like 80 gigabytes of data a month. And that
Hmm.
was that was before I started my YouTube channel. Because like I will
Right.
some of these videos I upload are like, well, even after editing are almost 100 gigs.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is, and it takes a very long time. So I'll start my upload and you know go watch TV
Go to
with Little
bed.
Pooper, or yeah, go to bed and turn the computer off in the morning. But yeah, no. What I want to do is I want to get a NAS and just do all my uploading from there,
Mm,
or even just a decent sized tablet. You know what I mean? Just
yeah.
drop it onto that drive and then start the upload from there. So it frees my computer up, you know, because I can just do a crossover cable or something into that, or a small laptop or something. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's what I did back in the day. Just, all right, I got it upload or I got it edited. Let me upload it, go to bed, check it in the morning. Okay, it's still uploading. Let me go to work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I could download something like, no problem. 1 gig down is pretty
Yeah.
fast, especially when you're starting to download something on Steam. But it's upload that kills me. Yeah, if I can upload
Yeah.
half of the speed that I even download at, that would be amazing. But anyways,
Right.
it is getting on 9:30. I really do need to wrap this up. It was great talking to you. Hopefully I get to see you next week.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Wonderful. Awesome.
Yeah,
We
I
got to
didn't
do.
want to join just for 1 week. That's kind of lame.
No, I mean it's kind of fine. I was kind of trying to design this so people can come in and out as they need to.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I know everybody's got a life. Everybody's doing things. I can't expect people to like, okay, I'm gonna drop everything and play D&D with Blast. You know what I mean? Um, and that's what I kind of
Well, I
thought.
was already talking about taking Mondays off of my second job, and then I was like, "Oh, he's playing D&D on Monday. Is that a sign? I don't know, but I'm going to start playing D&D on the Mondays."
Hey, we are welcome to have you. Well, it's actually good to hear from you again, because you went quiet on me
Yeah.
there for a little while.
I just work so much. I was like, man, I
Nah.
can't keep watching these Phasma videos.
And I'm not even really uploading that many Phasmo videos anymore. It's been a lot of
Yeah.
Bureau of Contacts. Um,
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing, because when you're uploading or streaming like D&D stuff, like I can just listen to that while I'm driving around delivering pizzas and stuff.
exactly. And even I do it.
I can't do that with Phasmo or something.
No,
Watch
no,
a Minecraft
it's
video, like, wait, what's going on? I don't know. And I have
um
YouTube Premium, so I don't even have to have the screen on, which is
yeah,
fine.
that's what I bought. I bought YouTube Premium as well.
Yeah.
Well, I got 2 months free when I bought my monitor.
Okay.
And it hooked me. It really did.
Yeah, I just got tired of ads all the time. I was like, no, I don't want this.
Yeah.
And I was like, how much is it? Oh, that's not enough. Like, I'll subscribe. Let me get it.
Right. So,
But
alrighty,
anyways,
folks.
you should go.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next week. You guys have a wonderful time. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please go ahead and do so now. And if you already have, thank you guys so much. I really do cherish each and every one of you. And the best way to help me grow the channel is tell your neighbors, tell your friends, and shout it from the rooftops. Like, comment, and subscribe to Blast338. And Little Pooper sitting here mocking me. He's doing the whole little like hand puppet and sticking his tongue out at me.
Yeah.
Have a great time. We'll see you. I'm not sure if it's going to be this week or not for
Yeah, watch out for the short.
Phasmo. Look out for the short. I got to get a hold of Tiger and Avery, see what they want to do, and I'll keep you guys posted. Have a great time. We'll see you soon. Peace.
All right, is your stream over?
Yeah, we're out.